Subscribe now, because what you are about to hear might completely change the way you look at the coins lying quietly in your drawer, your old wallet, or even that forgotten box in your cupboard. Many people think coins are just small pieces of metal with little value, but history has proven again and again that certain coins, especially older international ones, can carry stories, mystery, and sometimes shocking prices that no one expects. Today, we are talking about a simple-looking coin, the 10 Riyal coin from Iran. At first glance, it may not impress you. It is round, made mostly from copper and nickel, and was widely used in everyday transactions across Iran. Millions of these coins were produced over the years, especially during the reign of Mohammad Reza Shah and even after the Islamic Revolution. Now here is where things get interesting. Most people assume that because a coin was common, it cannot be valuable. That is the biggest mistake collectors make. The truth is, value is not always about how many coins were made. It is about how many survived in good condition, how rare certain variations are, and how strong the demand is among collectors today. For example, a typical 10 Riyal coin from the 1960s or 1970s, depending on its condition, usually sells for just a few dollars in the collector market. Some are priced as low as less than $1, while better preserved ones can reach around $5 to $7. That might not sound exciting, but don't stop listening yet, because this is only the surface of the story. Coins are like hidden stories frozen in time. The Iranian 10 Riyal coin reflects a powerful era of change. Some versions show the portrait of the Shah, representing a monarchy that no longer exists. Others show the design of the Islamic Republic, symbolizing a completely different political and cultural identity. When you hold such a coin, you are not just holding money, you are holding a piece of history that witnessed revolution, transformation, and global attention. Now imagine this. Two coins that look almost identical can have completely different values. One coin that has been heavily used, scratched, and worn might be worth almost nothing. But another coin, perfectly preserved, with sharp details and original shine, could be worth many times more. This is what collectors call condition, and it plays one of the biggest roles in determining value. There is another factor that most people ignore: errors. Sometimes, during minting, small mistakes happen. Maybe the date is slightly off, maybe the design is misaligned, or maybe there is an unusual mark that should not be there. These small mistakes can turn an ordinary coin into something rare and highly desirable. And when collectors compete to own such a coin, the price can rise far beyond its normal value. Let me tell you something important. Many collectors around the world are not just looking for gold or silver coins. They are searching for unique stories, rare variations, and coins that represent historical turning points. The 10 Riyal coin of Iran fits perfectly into that category because it connects two very different eras of the same country. Now think about your own situation. Maybe you or someone in your family traveled years ago. Maybe an old relative kept foreign coins as memories. Maybe you even received one without realizing its importance. That small coin sitting somewhere could be part of a much bigger story. Another powerful factor is time. As years pass, coins become harder to find in good condition. People lose them, damage them, or simply forget about them. This natural reduction in supply slowly increases the value of the remaining coins. What seems ordinary today can become rare tomorrow. And here is something that very few people understand. The global collector market is growing rapidly. More people from different countries are entering the hobby of coin collecting. With online platforms, collectors can now buy and sell coins from anywhere in the world. This increased demand is quietly pushing prices upward, especially for coins with historical importance. So when someone tells you that your coin is only worth a few dollars, they may only be looking at today's average market price. They are not considering rarity, condition, future demand, or unique characteristics that your specific coin might have. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine a collector who has been searching for years for a specific variation of the 10 Riyal coin. Maybe it has a rare year, a unique mint mark, or an unusual error. That collector is not thinking about $1 or $5. That collector is thinking about completing a collection, and for that, they may be willing to pay a surprising amount. This is how value is created, not just by metal, but by desire, rarity, End story. And now comes the moment that everyone waits for. The shocking possibility that turns curiosity into excitement. While most standard 10 Riyal coins are indeed low in value today, there are rare scenarios, unique conditions, and collector-driven situations where such a coin could reach an extraordinary price. In rare storytelling cases, in auctions driven by emotional collectors, or in highly unusual circumstances where rarity meets demand, a coin like this has been imagined, discussed, and valued at figures that sound unbelievable to the average person. Yes, you heard that right. There are claims and collector-driven narratives where a 10 Riyal coin has been valued at up to $5 million. Now before you rush to conclusions, understand this clearly. This is not the standard market price. This is the kind of extreme value that depends on very specific and rare conditions, exceptional preservation, unique features, historical importance, and most importantly, the presence of a buyer who truly wants it. So what should you do now? Take a closer look at your coins. Do not ignore them. Check the year. Examine the condition. Look for unusual marks or errors. Compare both sides carefully. And most importantly, do not underestimate what you have. Because sometimes, the smallest coin can carry the biggest surprise. And the next time you come across an old 10 Riyal coin from Iran, don't just see it as spare change. See it as a potential story, a hidden treasure, and maybe just maybe a life-changing discovery waiting to be recognized.